This is Linux Air Combat Alpha Test version 9.61 from late February of 2024. It hasn't been seen in public yet, but it has some new features that are fun to explain, including a revamped cockpit, some changed radar icons, and the recently implemented accelerated stall behavior, which you have seen in versions since the turn of this year, 2024, where accelerated stalls are much more exciting and much more realistic. I've set this up to fly Network Battle 2, and that's an automated process now. I did that through the last menu launcher. So here I am in my Lockheed P-38 Lightning, lined up to land on my runway, low on fuel because that's the way this Battle 2 starts. I'm going to drop my flaps, drop my landing gear, zoom my radar range in a little bit, and try to maintain a speed of about 100 miles per hour as I come across the edge of the runway and settle on here to land to get some fuel. Notice I'm landing near the tower side of the runway. By our traditions, those of us with a lower network ID number land closest to the tower side, and I'm network ID number 2. You can see that along the left side of my cockpit. We're supposed to be on the blue team with the lowest number, so I'm going to scoot over here to the right and just fuel up here. I'm going to wait right here along the left side of the runway, leaving lots of room along the right side of the runway, leaving lots of room for other people on my blue team to land to my left here behind me. Notice my fuel state is now up to 24%. There's 25%, it's counting up. Landing, of course, would also repair any damage that I've been lugging around and replenish my ammunition, but this being a brand new session, I don't have any damage or ammo. I'm just simply waiting for fuel. I'm looking at my router panel. I can see lots of activity, especially red bloke activity. I can see flashing lights for red 1, red 3, and red 5. So it looks like and red 7. Looks like there must be at least four red replay blokes active here now. So I'm going to pick one of them. Looks like replay 1 is at 5,000 feet, and he's so close to me I'm not going to be able to get up to him before he gets away, probably. Let's see. Red 3 is at 1,400 feet, but he's hugging his own airfield up ahead of me. As I select different targets, you can see that little white dot on my radar jump around, tells me what I'm selecting. Let's take a look again. Replay 3, replay 5 is at 3,300 feet. Replay 7, he's down low. I can look at the tar out at the left side of my cockpit, and I can see he's down low. And I can tell because his router panel icon is flashing. Oh, there he is. I see him on radar now. He just popped up behind us. We see him on radar. I'm going to go get him. He's at 1,200 feet altitude, so I'm going to quickly climb up to get him. Dropping flaps, raising my landing gear. I'm going to get nose down to pick up a little speed. Dropping my flaps. And I'm going to vocalize his position.
Target 7 is at 9 o'clock, Angels 1.
Oh, there he is. He's again now high enough to be seen on radar. There he is. Zooming my field of vision in a little bit. I'm going to shed my bombs, shed my rockets, shed my rockets in the general direction of that player. There's always a chance. Oh, ha! I got him there. I got him in a rocket. That's rare. That's rare. That's almost never seen. That's the first time I've ever filmed a shoot down with one of the rockets. The rockets being unguided, that's really rare. But this means now I can pick a new target. So I can see the red two targets. It's like replay 3 is at 1,200 feet. He's fairly low altitude. In fact, just dropped below radar range.
Target 3 is at 12 o'clock, Angels 1.
And he's right up ahead of us. I feel like they'll recycle that to learn where he's moved.
Target 3 is at 12 o'clock, Angels 1.
Somewhere out here.
Target 3 is at 1 o'clock, Angels 1.
Drop my speed brakes, help me maneuver.
Target 3 is at 1 o'clock, Angels 1.
Oh, I just see him. There he is. I can just see him. I bet that's my guy.
Target 3 It's at 12 o'clock, Angel
It's
Squad.
like a Corsair. I'll try to shoot him down with guns this time. Turning on my war emergency power to overtake him better. And when I get close enough, there we are. Got it. Alright, that's cool. Zooming my radar range back out. And looks like replay 1 is out there. I can tell replay 1 and replay... Well, it looks like replay 1 is something else. Looking at the router panel, looks like replay 1 is the interesting one. Replay 1 is at 2,800 feet up near the enemy airfield. I don't want to go there because I'll get shot down. There's somebody else back there. Is that replay? Replay 5 is up at 6,000 feet. I think I'm just going to do some climbing here. You can see that the radar icons have been changed too. In this alpha test version, radar icons for air bases are now diamond shaped. So a diamond shaped icon now indicates an airstrip. So for example, my airstrip right there, 28 is this. You can see that diamond shape. Having them be diamond shapes makes them much easier to differentiate between airplanes and airstrips, especially when your IFF is turned off. Watch this as I switch off IFF. When my IFF is turned off, all the colors go gray. So it doesn't tell you which is blue team stuff and which is red team stuff, but at least by the shape, you can now definitely tell which are your airstrips. Turn my IFF back on, and I'm going to continue to climb for a while. I got lots of airspeed. I'm at 3,300 feet per minute. Of course, it's slowing down now that I'm going straight up, but that's going to take me up to 5,000 feet or so of altitude, which is much better.
RedTeam.
Target. Replay 5 is at 6,500 feet. In fact, there he is. He's still well above me, but I've still got them. No, I'm kind of low on speed, so I'm going to have to climb up to him rather gently and see if I can pick him out. Zooming my radar range into 7 kilometers. I can see him there. I'm going to do an Immelman turn to try to get behind him as efficiently as I can. And catch up with him. Notice I've got my war emergency power on. Another thing I want you to see is that when I do hard maneuvers, my airplane will start to shake and shudder, and you'll hear a lot of wind noise. Okay, it's a Stuka. Okay, took out that Stuka. Okay, zooming back out now, I see Red 1. It's got some packet activity on the router. Replay 1 is at 1,100 feet. He's down low. So let's go get him. This is going to build up a lot of speed, so if I maneuver at high speed, you might see some of those high-speed stalls. If I pull too hard for my airframe to really sustain it, you'll see my airplane shudder and shake. And you hear noise. See that? That is an accelerated stall. You can hear it. You can see the airplane shuddering and shaking.
Target 1 is at 7 o'clock, Angel Squad.
Okay, he sneaked under me somewhere. I am really moving fast now. My controls are heavy.
Target 1 is at 10 o'clock, Angel Squad.
On my radar, I'm going to zoom my radar range in to better differentiate his position. There he is. Try to get whoever this guy is. I'm going to try to shoot him down. And again, you might see some really violent maneuvers, and I may go blind.
It's at 1 o'clock, Angel Squad.
I may get the shake and shudder again. You might hear it.
Target 1 is at 11 o'clock, Angel Squad.
There he is. Sneak up on this guy. Got to get in close and try to ham him. Looks like I won't have to maneuver very hard to bring him down. Ooh, boy, I've got a lot of speed here. Got it. That's 4 victories. All right, once again, I'm going to demonstrate what an accelerated stall is like. I'm going to start turning really hard, And when I do, I'll slow down rapidly, and when I'm pulling harder than my airframe can really give, my airframe can't sustain smooth airflow over the wings when I turn this hard. So you see me starting to black out. You see my airplane start to shake and shudder. You can hear the burbling sound as the wind waves collide with my wings and fuselage. And when I'm doing that, I'm slowing down faster than I should, and my turn rate isn't quite as good as it would be. So usually you want to kind of ride the edge of that. I think what I'm doing now is select my airfield. Oh, no, there.
11.
I'm going to select my airfield and land these 4 victories. So there's a quick demonstration of some of the stuff that's new and exciting in the latest alpha test version of Linux Air Combat. Again, this is version 9.61, and it is late February 2024. I expect to probably be releasing this for beta testing in March of 2024 sometime, maybe early March, maybe mid-March 2024. Coming into land, and I want to modulate my speed, get it around 100. There we are. About 100 as I fly over the near edge of the runway. And you saw a lot in this mission. That's a pretty good demonstration of what it's like to fly in 2024 if you're the only player on in Realm 1 and Battle 2. You can have great fun against these replay blokes, and you can now use the new cockpit instruments as you do. If you want more details about these cockpit instruments, there's another video clip on YouTube that gives you a detailed tour of how you use all those instruments. There you go. That is all.